Now, today is the 7th anniversary of the Lily mine tragedy in Barberton in Mpumalanga. Yvonne Mnisi, Nkambule and Solomon Nyirenda were trapped and died when part of the mine collapsed and caved into the old underground mine. Bereaved families and members of the public are still seeking answers as to what happened on that fateful day. We bring in now live SABC News reporter Dumelo Machoho for more details. Dumelo, thank you for your time this morning. So take us through what's happening this morning there to commemorate this fateful day.
Well, indeed, Mkolisi, the families have gathered here, and also the leader of the Action SA is also joined them. Also, the portfolio committee on mining, the chairperson is also here, and also Fred Arenze, who is from the company actually that wants to buy that mine, Lily mine. They started this morning with a prayer at the mine, where families were allowed to go inside the mine premises to actually just pray for since you remember that it's been 7 years since these three young people were actually swallowed by the ground on that fateful day on the 5th of February at around 8 o'clock in the morning. That's when the accident actually happened, and since today those bodies have not been recovered, those people have not been recovered, and we've been listening to family members actually addressing the community here, telling us that they have been going around to talk to government to ensure that government can come and help them, but none of that has happened actually. Let's speak to Sfiso quickly. Sfiso is Nkambule's brother. Sfiso, just talk to us about it's been 7 years, and how is the family feeling about the fact that your sister has not been brought to the surface?
Yeah, it's quite difficult for us as the families, because each and every day we are thinking about this thing, and we thought initially that since we are under a democratic country and our government is going to intervene in terms of the retrieval of our loved ones. Unfortunately enough, our government is dragging its feet to assist us as the families, and the collapse of the mine, if you can remember very well, was due to negligence of the mine management. So the mine management, since they are working freely, because my question was that, okay, if I was seen with a lady and that lady is nowhere to be found, and am I going to be left alone working freely, or am I going to be arrested and then continue with that searching? Because our government, I think, the National Prosecuting Authority should have arrested these people, but the National Prosecuting Authority is doing nothing. It's really painful, because even the kids of Pretty, they're asking us a lot of questions. Remember when that incident took place, the young one was 5 months. Now she's almost 7 now. They're asking us about their mom, where is mom, and then yeah, it is quite draining. It's quite draining for us as the family. It's difficult for us. I don't know who's going to assist us, because we thought the government is going to assist us. Fortunately enough, we have got other people who keep on supporting us, which motivate us to keep on fighting, because we said, no, we're not going to take the punches lying down. We have to fight up until our loved ones are being retrieved, dead or alive, wherever they are.
Sfiso, thank you so much for speaking to us. That was Sfiso Mabuzo. He is the brother of Nkambule, just talking to us about how the family is feeling, especially on this day. You remember Nkambule's daughter was only 5 months old, and now she's almost 7 years old, and you can imagine the trauma that the child had to go through. Mr. Mashaba, thank you so much for speaking to us. I know you've been trying to help the families, but how far are we with helping these families to ensure that that container is being retrieved and the families can actually bury their loved ones in peace?
If I had my way, that container should be retrieved today, because it is possible. Unfortunately, it has taken now 7 years. Today, as you are aware, it's 7 years since the collapse of that container. Unfortunately, the role played directly by the South African government in ensuring that that container is not retrieved the role played by the business rescue practitioners, the role played by the owners of the mine. These three parties have been responsible or are responsible directly for that matter for the delay in ensuring that that container is not retrieved, including actually, as you are aware, the families have been camping here for the last 5 years, unleashing hardened criminals to chase them away from here, not allowing them to really visit the mine. They are in contempt of 2 court orders to issue and give away this mine to a company that's willing to really buy the mine, but part of the condition is the retrieval of the container. But every time we engage the South African government, DMRE for that matter, they completely ignore us. They tell us this matter is a private matter. I don't know if they think we are fools as South Africans to really know the laws of this country. As you are aware, the mining license in this country since 1994, the South African government took over the licensing mine from private ownership, so that if there's issue of illegality, there's an issue of human rights and so forth, that the government can intervene. But it looks like this particular owners of this mine are enjoying special privileges. When it is up to this mine, no attention given whatsoever, including actually unleashing the South African police to harass these people. As you are aware, there's illegal mining happening there on a daily basis for the last 7 years. I complained this morning when we were inside the mine giving prayers. I look at the mine management and the BRP. They unleashed massive security against innocent people, against the families, to ensure that, I don't know whether we were going to bomb that mine or we were terrorists, but at the same time, illegal mining that's happening there on a daily basis, nobody cares about that. Who are these illegal miners mining for? Why is the South African government not responding to us? We went last year to DMRE, giving them our petition to say, you've got to really do something. Unfortunately, they talk completely ignoring us, but our legal team is here. They're going to be giving this, the community and the families our illegal intervention. For us as Action SA, it started long before we even started the political party, when I was invited by the family in 2020. Using my own funds, to date we spent direct legal costs in excess of 2 million rands. Not that we've got that money, but we are given no option. We are forced to use the courts all the time to fight this particular matter, including being in contempt of court. I don't understand and really believe the role that the ANC government can unleash against poor people, including the unions, including the South African Communist Party that claims to be the vanguard of the poor and the vulnerable. Probably pretty Yvonne and Solomon, they are bourgeois. That's why they don't care about them. They instead unleash brutality against them. Really very painful situation. Every time I come over here, every time I've got to sign a check to pay legal fees. It's not an easy exercise because we don't have that money. But what options do we have? But our legal team is going to really give us an update, because during the course of the week, wrote to the Supreme Court of Appeal asking to give the BRP timelines, because we don't have another year. We hope come 5th of February 2024, we are not going to be having this function again.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mashaba. That was Herman Mashaba, the leader of Action SA. He has been helping these families here with funds, making sure that they actually also helping them with legal fees, also helping them with just like ensuring that these families here, they have food, because they've been camping here for the last 5 years, because they are camping here in a hope that they will be able to go to the mine. They will be so close to the mine, and also by camping here is trying to put pressure onto the government to ensure that the government actually do something about helping, and also ensuring that the container that is believed that the 3 mine workers are still inside, so that it can be retrieved and these families can bury their loved ones and have closure, because this is what they're seeking for, closure.
Right, that's Tumelo Machocho on the trail of that story for us. Right, thanks very much indeed.